Hey there. So in this video, I'm going to go about how to make a filter so you can add certain fields like phone, email address, or something else, and make it so that every single time you select this filter, those specific filter fields are within that filter. So I'm just going to leave these fields that I have here at the moment, and just going to maybe add this one. And let's say that every time I select this filter, I want these fields to show up, all right? And I also want to make this filter shared for my regular users. So I'm gonna create a filter, um, add new filter, can be anything, person, let's see, title is not empty, for example. That should give us something in my database. Okay, so that's one example of a filter you can do. I'm gonna make it, instead of private, shared, and give it a name. I don't know. Uh, list of people with job titles. Very random example. Plus phones. And if you click on this save selected columns with the filter, that means it's gonna save the exact order of fields that you have selected in the field in the filter. And every time you select this filter, it's gonna like bring all these fields exactly the same way you had them here. So let's just make a test. I'm gonna switch to I don't know, Hendrik. So I'm gonna add a couple of fields to mess up my list view, randomly. So see here that also let's just rearrange them. All right, now it's a mess. If we go back to that filter I created before, okay, where was it? List of people with job titles. Yeah. Notice that it goes back to exactly how I had it: name, phone, email, and those two activity things. Since I shared it, I'm going to go now to a regular user, just switching to another browser. Whoop. Okay, I'm going to refresh here so it gets the changes. All right, so we were, people contact list. Now, if I access the same filter that the admin user created, which was me a couple of seconds ago, it was this one, list of people with job titles. Then they have it exactly like that. The name, phone, email, those fields that I selected in the order that I selected them. So I believe that if you create a couple of custom filters like these ones, with the fields ordered in the way they are, um, and just make them shared, then just tell your regular users to like go through those filters on their day to day, and I think that would be the way to do that. So in regards to a general filter, like for example, let me see if I can explain via the admin. So like a general filter for like a person. So let's say Hendrik. I want Hendrik to have a filter that works in this way. Of course, Hendrik's filter is like this default filter that cannot be changed. I can recreate his filter. Let's just say add new filter. Let's see, person owner is Hendrik Dolme. I'm gonna call the filter name Hendrik Dolme plus phones and emails, I guess. Make it shared so everybody can see it, regular users, and save selected columns with the filter. All right, that means it's gonna save these fields, these columns, in the order they are. Something happened here. Okay, let's try to fix it. So do email, name, phone, these are out, and it was something regarding activity. Next activity date. Okay, let's put it like that. All right, so all good, save. Now let's go to Hendrik's profile in the regular user browser. Refresh. Actually, this is not Hendrik, this is another user, another regular user, but he should see the Hendrik Tolman plus phones and emails filter. If I click on it, it's going to show me all the people that are owned by Hendrik, and those fields that I pre-selected in the order that I put them in when I was creating the filter. So another thing, going back to the admin browser, I should have mentioned this before. If you go to the settings and users and permissions, and then permissions, here you can see all the permissions that restrict regular users from doing or not doing things. I'm just going to search for shared. Alright, so here's one permission. Regular users can change shared filters. So you can click this yes if you want those regular users to be able to change those filters that you gave them access to, or you can put it no. They will still have access to this filter, but they won't be able to change the filters. So I think that's pretty much it. I hope that helps.